In this video, Spawn dies in a hospital, or at least the way he was attacked, he might as well be dead, and you won't believe who did this attack. Alrighty then, this is a comic book review of King Spawn, issue number 41, brought to you by Rated Comics. Let's get to it. So previously in King Spawn, Spawn stumbles into a trap and is viciously attacked at the hospital. So before we go forward, we gotta go back like chiropractic a little bit. So 3 days ago, Caliban gives this demon who was exposed in the last issue at his son's wedding in demon form in front of all these humans whose life is forever changed, a little bit of the Haunt symbiote from the Scorch issue number, I forgot what issue it was, like 39, 38 or something like that, when the Scorch team attacked the Vatican. We did cover that on this channel, and I will put the text on here if you want to reference that. So now he has a piece of that symbiote right there, or that ectoplasm, and Caliban tells him they're one of the few, though I don't know why that ectoplasm or that Haunt still has its powers, but we got it, it's extracted and injected into yourself, and presto, you're re-energized. So the demon's like, who's your supplier? And Caliban's like, someone who doesn't want the vampires pissed off with him, so you need to keep quiet about this. Not a word to this about anyone. So the demon agrees, and Caliban tells him, before you take this, there's one more thing. I checked your credit and you don't have enough for this and a new face, because in the last issue, King Spawn 40, he asked for a new face and a memory wipe of 150 people, which he was rejected heavily on. So the demon's like, I don't have time, I don't have need for a human face anymore. I just want this so I can end Spawn. And Caliban's like, alright, fair warning though, Spawn's been keeping a low profile recently, so it won't be easy tracking him down. And the demon's like, it won't matter, because he'll be coming to me. So back in today, the patient in the hospital that lured Spawn into the trap is like, oh man, this is crazy. And that is the correct word to use in this situation while Spawn's just being played with, because this demon, this ectoplasm demon Haunt right now is just playing with Spawn before he decides to eat him into his own death. Tosses him around, and the patient in the hospital just screaming and screaming, so the guy shuts him up using his ectoplasm right there. And Spawn's like, yo man, this isn't Haunt, it's something far more than that. And this guy stands imposing over Spawn. So Spawn has no choice but to just shoot him, but the guy, because of that ectoplasm suit, can just take the bullets, and it still has its powers. So the guy goes to work on Spawn, and these blows are deadly because Spawn is at a lopsided match here. He has no powers, and this guy has all the powers right now. And with those 3 blows, I'm surprised like his jaw's not snapped in half or his teeth are still intact. I mean, this guy is just probably holding back because he wants to play with this food before going for the kill. So when he lifts up Spawn shanks him with the spikes on his fist right there, and that buys him enough time where the guy has to cover his eyes and shield his wounds for a little bit. He's like, oh no, Spawn, you're dead, man. He sees the window Spawn went at him. So Spawn's like, stupid me, I should have seen that it was a trap. What was that though? Its blood looked like a demon. And Spawn's like, I don't know, man, and it looks like Haunt, but it's not Haunt, man, but I'll worry about that later. Right now I need a place to recover. So in the workshop of Jacob Marsh, aka the Tinker, King Spawn a few issues back, this guy repaired Spawn and worked on Spawn and healed him from his wounds right there, patched him up a bit. So his phone rings, he answers it, and Spawn's like, yo man, I got ambushed and I need you to patch me up. I'm going to try to head your way. Tell Cygor I'm coming. And the Tinker's like, he isn't here, he's still out on that mission. I don't know what mission he's talking about, but whatever it is, he's still out on it. And Spawn's like, crap man, I won't make it to your place in time. You need to come to the address I just texted you, and hurry, I don't know how long before I pass out. And the Tinker's like, well, what do I need to bring? And Spawn tells him his wounds. Open puncture wounds in my chest and back, left shoulder damage, both arms. And Tinker's like, man, you ain't gonna live, man, I'm on my way. So Spawn goes into the building hoping to seek safe haven from this brother, but that Haunt brother is coming in with the vengeance, and it's already too late. He comes in full speed, slashes his back right there, and you can tell the pain from Spawn right there, and plays with his food, throws him into those boxes. And Spawn's like, is that all you got? And Spawn has to fight back at least something over here, but you know what, it's too little too late, and the Haunt costume is like, I'm just getting warmed up, bruh. Alright, and I'll give the writers credit on this, because this is where they tie in this issue right here with exactly how issue number 40 began, where this Haunt brother tells him, you don't know how long I've been waiting for this day, kind of sounding like Channing Tatum as Gambit. Oh, you know how long I've been waiting for this. Whoa, I'm about to make a name for myself here. You took everything from me, you piece of poop, you know? So even though that's my horrible impression of Gambit right there, but anyways, this panel ties in back exactly how the panel of King Spawn issue number 40 took place. place. So Spawn's like, forget you, man. I don't know who you are because you don't care about anyone or anything. And this guy decks him with the right hand and decks him with the left. And we get a flashback of his previous life when he was in human form with his wife and in human form having a baby, celebrating a birthday. Now, because of the events of Spawn issue 350 where the dead zones cover the earth and everyone's powers is no more, he was using his powers to mask himself as a human, disguising himself from a demon. Now he's exposed in front of all the people at his son's wedding. So this guy's like, I had a family, man, and you took everything from me. You took them from me. He's gonna end Spawn right then and there. You take everything from me, I'm gonna take your life. But all of a sudden, something happens, and he doesn't know what is happening, and his haunt symbiote, or this haunt ectoplasm, is acting up right now. So now we get to see what it's all about. So 2 weeks ago, Caliban tells his supplier, like, I don't get it. Like, why would you want me to supply the demons with this power? And his vampire tells him, call it a shift in tactics. See, most demons and angels that survived the initial purge went underground. The only thing bringing them out right now is a chance to replace their powers. So Caliban's like, so you want me to give that to him? Oh yeah, we've prepared hundreds of these, each laced with the toxin that when it kicks in, it drives the symbiote insane. Bludd would appreciate your assistance with this distribution, Bludd being the head of the vampire clan. And Caliban's like, I'm sure he would, but I hope he has my back when these demons get pissed off that I'm giving them toxins that's laced, you know? And this guy wants to have powers back, but now he's getting poisoned too? And this vampire's like, don't worry, by the time they figure any of this out, it'll already be too late. It'll be far too late for them to do anything about it, as this ectoplasm rips this demon in half like it's nothing, like it's a toothpick. Now, while we savor that image for a little bit, I just want to take the time to mention that this video is sponsored by coffee. So if you'd like to buy a boy a cup of coffee, link in description, or donate to the super thanks. But the greatest compliment you guys could do is by liking this video and subscribing to Rated Comics YouTube channel. And also, don't forget to check out RatedComics.com for some really cool limited print Rated Comics exclusives to add to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. With all that being said, man, let's get right back into the content. So this vampire tells Caliban eventually this will turn the tide and it'll take out more of those demon mofos. So Caliban goes back into his home, and as he goes back, gets comfortable, kicks off his shoes and jacket, he gets decked from behind the head, and Spawn is already there, patched up and pissed, like, last night I was attacked by a creature wearing a haunt symbiote. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? And Caliban's like, yo, man, I know a few names, but I'm not in that line of business. Spawn decks him again, like, I don't believe you, man. All right. I don't know that much, but I think I know the guy who may have sent him. He's been hanging around Purgatory, which is a bar where I guess where him and Spawn met at a while back, for the past few weeks. Bad mouthing you, but not that that's unusual. I mean, you're used to that, all right? This guy seems a little bit on edge. Thought he was all bark and no bite, says Caliban. He's trying to play it out. Come on, bro, you know exactly what's going on. And Spawn's like, well, I want you to give me a message. Even though this brother bit me, I need to let everyone know that I bite back, and you're gonna be the first to let them know that message, as we get that image of the demon and his fate right there. And that is the end of King Spawn, issue number 41, where Spawn dies in a hospital. That's a little clickbait, I know. But now that you believe, or you don't believe who did this, now you know who's behind it. So you did get something out of this video, so don't hate me on the comment section for that, alright? So what you guys think of this comic book, comment below, let me know. And also don't forget to check out RatedComics.com if you wish to add this comic book and or any of our other limited print Rated Comic exclusives to add to your comic book collection. With all that being said, thank you again for watching. Until next time.